Hello guys, today we are going to be looking at a topic on mirror in physics, but today I'm going to be using pidgin English. What is mirror? Mirror na that thing wey we dey use for house, wey we dey take look our face. This one na mirror, this one na mirror. But for physics we get two types of mirror. We get wetin we dey call concave mirror. We get wetin we dey call concave mirror, and we get the one wey we dey call convex mirror. Concave mirror na that mirror wey be say the inside na you fit see your face. The inside part na you fit see your face from. The inside part wey dey curve na you fit see your face. Like this mirror now, this inside, this one wey dey take fetch rice, na him be the concave part. This inside part na him be concave. While the outside one, this one wey curve outward, if this side na him be the reflecting part, na him we dey call convex mirror. Okay, I get example of concave mirror here. This one, but I no get one wey I fit show you for concave. But this one na for convex. I mean, this one na him dey call concave. You go see say e go inside, just like the inside of this spoon. Okay, this one wey be say the inside dey show your face, na him dey call the concave mirror. Now, if we assume this inside of a spoon na one big bowl, like this satellite dish, those ones wey they dey use now, that satellite dish, the inside. If we come dey throw ball inside the satellite dish, all of us begin dey throw ball inside the satellite dish, wetin you think say dey go happen to the ball? All the ball go come gather for center of the dish, abi? So now they don converge. So for physics, that gathering together we dey call am converging. So the rays go what? Converge. So another name for concave mirror na him we dey call what? Another name we dey call am converging. The rays dey converge. For physics we dey call am converging. Then suppose say that same satellite dish I come turn am upside down. I turn am upside down like this. I turn am upside down. We all of us come dey throway ball on top the back of the dish. Everywhere, everybody throway ball on top the back of the dish. Wetin you think say go happen? The ball go scatter for different direction. So this scattering of these balls for different direction, we suppose say na ray for physics. We dey call am divergence. All of them go diverge. They go scatter. We call am what? Diverge. Hello? Diverging. Okay. Now when we don't know the difference between concave mirror and convex mirror, now we want to talk about the formations of images. Wey be say we go place the object for different position. We wan check the formation of the images. But before we look into that, e get some terminologies, some things wey we suppose to know. Like, for example, we suppose to know wetin dem dey call principal axis. Wetin dem dey call principal axis? Principal axis na that straight line wey you go first draw before you begin position your objects. Na dem dey call principal axis. Then you get another terminologies wey you suppose to know again. Principal focus. They call am principal focus. Wetin be principal focus? Principal focus na that point wey be say every parallel ray wey dey close to the principal axis go pass through after reflection. You know, when you see your face for mirror, you go see yourself, reflection of yourself. So once that ray enter the mirror, it go reflect, it go must pass through this principal focus. Are we here? So now we go start with images beyond C. We go start with number one. If the object is beyond C, wetin be C? C na center of curvature. Center of curvature, any ray wey dey pass through center of curvature no dey deviate, e no dey bend, na straight road tararararara. So the first thing now we go do, let's look for make I don forget say na pidgin I dey use. Make we first draw the principal axis like I tell you now. We go first draw the principal axis, and once we draw the principal axis, we go share the line equally. Make I draw am, make una for see. So I go draw this line like this, a straight line. Make sure say the line straight oh. So me I wan share the line 30 30. 30 30. Make I share am 20 20. Okay. I share am 10 10. 10 10. So if we don share like this, just draw am come down, don share am into equal parts. Once you do am, you come label am like this, CFP. CFP. Wetin be C? Like I don tell una before. C na im I dey call center of curvature. Center of curvature. Center of curvature. Where any ray wey pass through that place, you go just dey go tararara. You go dey go straight, you no go bend. Okay. So for this pole, na there we go draw our concave. Remember, I tell you say we wan consider different positions for concave. Different positions wey be say we go place the object for concave mirror. I go draw concave mirror now. You still remember how to draw concave mirror? You remember? I tell you say the concave mirror na the one wey be say the inside na im dey reflect. The inside wey bend. Like the spoon wey you dey chop, the face of the spoon wey you dey take chop, the one wey bend inside, wey be say this side na im be the reflecting surface, na im be what? Concave. So I go draw my concave mirror. Sorry, I don pass this my pole wey I draw this line. I wan follow that line, make e dey on top. So this side na im be the color place. You know say mirror one side dey color, just like the mirror wey you get for your house. You see say this side dey color, this side na im be the reflecting surface. Go. This one na im dey call plain mirror. This one no dey curve. So now we go come use principles. The first thing wey you go draw na principal axis. I don draw my principal axis first, and I don share am into equal parts. You see all this line wey I share am. The next thing we go follow the instruction say if the object is beyond C, see my C here. So make I put the object beyond C. Anywhere where I put the object after this C, now e dey correct. So make I choose this position. Now I don choose this position. See my object here. This one na my object. I go label am as my O. The next thing wey I go do now, e get 3 principles wey you fit use. The first principle be say any parallel ray from the object, any parallel ray, if you come reach this mirror, if you dey reflect, e must pass through the principal focus. And wetin I tell you say be the principal focus? The principal focus na F. Okay? So now I go draw my parallel ray from the object. See my object here. Parallel ray. I go draw and make sure say na straight line. Parallel ray. See am here. Now don see am. Make sure say you put your arrow. Now, if you go reflect, of course, na reflection mirror. You must pass through this principal focus. Now the reflection you go pass through this principal focus. So I will join this point. Now they say uncle, this point now I will join, and this one, this point here, and this point. So my mirror, my board. We join these points, and these points. Now they say uncle, I will join them. Now see, then I'll draw my arrow. The next principle I fit use again. Any ray passing through the principal focus. After reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis. Or I use this one, we say we go pass through the center of curvature. We go straight. But make I use this one, we go pass through the principal focus now. Leave the ray from the object now. See my object. See my object here. We go pass through the principal focus now. See am here. So I will join that point and this point together. This point and this point. You see am? So don't forget, make you not forget to put your arrow. So now after reflection now, it will be parallel now. You see am? So now I will draw my parallel from that point where it touch the mirror. I will draw parallel line. Now you follow me? See am here. We draw parallel line. So this is my what? Arrow. So if you check am, you go get one particular spot where we say they will meet. You see the point where they meet. At that point now you go come draw your straight line for that part there. You go draw your straight line. Now they see am? You go draw your straight line. So now my marker don't do. So now here where the point of intersection, and then we go for draw our image. You see am here. Then that place where they intersect, and that place you will put your arrow. So now here the image before. So from wetin we dey see now, wetin go come be and reduce this our line. Wetin go come be the characteristics now. Characteristics for objects wey dey beyond C. Number one, if you notice, you will see say this one small pass the object wey we draw before. Una see am? Wetin that one mean now? E dey smaller. E dey smaller than the object wey we originally put for there. So what does it mean in physics? E mean say if for physics, if we wan call smaller for physics, it means it is diminished. The image is what? Diminished. Wetin we see again? You go see say the image is formed between what? C and F. The image is formed between what? The image is formed between what? C and what? And F. Wetin be another characteristics again wey we foresee? The image dey real. E dey real because na in front of the mirror we foresee still dey see the mirror in the image. E dey in front of the mirror. So it is what? It is real. Okay? Now, another characteristics be say, if you notice, you see say our object, e dey up, but this one dey down. So the image be what? It was. So if you see say the thing dey upside down, so e mean say the image for physics, you no go write upside down, you go write it is inverted. Na inverted, na we dey call am for physics. It is what? Inverted. So now more look for, more do another one now. Number 2. I hope say now they follow me. We go do if the object now, if we shift the object, if the object now, the object is between C and F. If the object is between C and F, it means say we will comot this object now. We will come put am somewhere here between C and F. Wetin be the first thing we go do? We go first draw the what? Principal axis. We go come share the line equally. So we go draw the principal axis first. First thing we go do, we go draw the principal axis. So we go share am. Share am. Okay? May I use 10 centimeter because na board. So you can't draw line on top. Wetin I tell you, you come write CFP. So on top this pole now, na how I place my mirror. Sorry, my mirror no curve. Make sure say your mirror curve well well. Because you get as you go do am, we be say you no do am. Sorry. So now I say I wan put the object between C and F. So the object will be somewhere here. Now I draw my object now. See am. You can understand the object dey here now. Okay? See my object now. Go by the principle. We go first draw parallel to the principal axis. Once you draw this parallel, you put your arrow. This one now will pass through where? After reflection. You know, say reflection, it means say the thing will bounce back. Oh? But this one now, if they because now curved mirror, if they bounce back, it will pass through the principal focus. See am, it go pass through the principal focus. So we go join this point and this point together. Okay, so now the next thing we will do, the ray now from the object will pass through the principal focus now. Will pass through the principal focus. See the ray. So after reflection, it will become parallel to the principal axis. So it will be parallel now to the principal axis. Make sure you are drawing a straight line. See am. Now see am. See our point of intersection. I don't see am. So now that's where the image will form. Now there our image will form. Gidigba, ba, ba. So this is our what? Image. So wetin be our characteristics now? We'll state am. Wetin be the characteristics now? One, we go see say this one too, the image is what? It is what? E big pass the object. So it means say it is what? For physics, you no go write e big pass the object. Another way, you can write bigger. E big pass the object. If you write that is allowed. But the physics terminology now is magnified. That means magnified is bigger. Magnified. Okay? So if you look the image now, the image again, e form for back of C. For back of C. So we go say it is what? Beyond C. Look am, see am here. Beyond C. Another characteristic we need to look the same again. E dey inverted again. You see am, e dey upside down. So if we no go write upside down, for physics we call am what? Inverted. It is what? Inverted. Then, of course, the fourth one, you see say e dey in front of the mirror. So it is what? Real. The image is what? Real. Okay, the last one we will consider today, we go for put the object between F and P. That means the object will be there between the principal focus and the pole. So like I said before, like I talked before, we go first draw the principal axis. That's the straight line. Then we'll share the line equally. So make I first draw my principal axis. So see my principal axis here, my share na 10 centimeter me for the use. If you decide to use any centimeter, but make sure you share am equally. Okay, then you label am CFP. I go draw my mirror on top the P. My concave mirror, I go draw am on top the P. Okay, I say make the object be where now? The object go dey between what? F and P. F and P. So if I draw my object for somewhere here, see my object, now I label am as O. Okay. The next thing what I go do, we go draw parallel ray from the object. Okay. So wetin I tell you about parallel ray? After reflection, you will now pass through what? The principal focus. Okay, you will pass through the principal focus. See me. You will pass through the principal focus. See me. You will pass through the principal focus. See me. The next one I want use because of the peculiarity of this one. Now the one wey go pass through the center of curvature. And I tell you say the one wey go pass through center of curvature no dey bend, e go just dey go straight. See am here. So from this one, the object, see my object here. From this point and this point, I will join them together. This point and this point, I will join them together. See am? Okay. As I dey look this thing, go meet for back. Make I trace am go back. Now I carry this other one where I draw before. Now I trace am go back. You can know they see am say e go meet from here. I don't see am say e no go meet. So my trace and go back from wetin I draw before. If you trace and go back, they go meet for somewhere. See where they meet. Okay, so I go where dem meet now na here, this point here. I go draw object for them. Na here the object dey form. See where the object form for here. So I go label am as O. So wetin be my characteristics now for image? Characteristics of the image. If the object is placed between F and P. F and P. Number one, look the object. Wetin you see? E dey bigger. So like I tell you before, for physics you no go write, if you write is bigger. Another word for bigger is what? E dey magnified. The image is magnified. Another thing we need to talk about is what? The image is what? Form behind the mirror. Now for the back of the mirror, the image be form. You can see am. Is what? Behind the what? The mirror. Another characteristic be say e dey erect. E no be like the rest wey be say e dey upside down. This one dey just like the object. E resemble the object. So we dey call am for physics e what? Erect. E no dey upside down, so it is what? Erect. Then number 4, e dey virtual. You know why e dey virtual? Because e no form for front of the mirror, e form for back of the mirror. So e no dey real. It is what? Virtual. E dey virtual. So far so good, we go stop here. Is there other arrangement wey dem fit give you for object as C gangan? You fit go house, go try am by yourself using all the principles wey we don learn for the different positions of images on what? For concave mirror. But for convex mirror, I no go fit do that one now. For convex mirror, for all the position, whether e dey before C, whether e dey on C, whether e dey between C and P, or e dey between F and P, whatever position wey you put the object, all the images, dem dey always dey virtual, dem dey always dey erect, dem dey always dey diminished. That's for convex. Thank you very much.